Romanian Army General Stranu is an ex-counterintelligence officer that before 1989 he was hunting CIA and KGB operatives in Romania. Since 2004, Romania is a full NATO member and a strong ally of the USA. Also, General Stranu is a specialist in radiolocation and a doctor in geophysical warfare. General Stranu had access to some of the most terrifying secrets of the Cold War and also it classified information about UFO and aliens. General Stranu claims that the reptilian aliens exist and that they live in huge underground bases. A good friend of Stranu, an active Romanian colonel that is also a colonel in NATO, called General Stranu to tell him a story about how he accidentally met with a reptilian. As a side note, this colonel has served in Iraq, Afghanistan, Africa, and also South America, and because he is still active he asked Stranu to keep his identity confidential. Near Bucharest, Colonel X was returning from a short camping trip from Brasov, and around 5 o'clock in the morning, his car was out of gas, and he stopped to refuel at a small gas station right outside of Bucharest when he noticed a khaki U.S. military Humvee with black windows parked outside the station with the motor running. One of the doors was opened and he could see inside a huge reptilian, while a U.S. private was fueling the car. The reptilian had no clothes, only military boots were completely covered in scales, and had a crest on his head. This also confirms that on some special occasions, maybe in some black ops, the U.S. military is cooperating with these reptilians. After refueling, he paid and went to his truck. After a few kilometers on the road to Bucharest, Colonel X was terrified by what he has seen, but the adventure was not over yet. Down the road, he had seen again the same Humvee stationed outside the road, this time with all 4 doors opened, and near the car, he saw 2 dark huge reptilians arguing. He passed by the Humvee and tried to understand what he has just seen. After this event, he started an investigation on his own to see if there were other witnesses, but he found none.